In 1984, Prince and Michael Jackson were the biggest artists in music. And at the end of that year, Prince starred in his first feature length film, which was Purple Rain, and it received mostly acclaim. It was touted by some as being the best musical, like not really musical, but best rock and roll kind of film since Hard Day's Night back in '64. Now, this movie isn't like The Last Waltz, but it's more of it's an actual feature length film. It isn't a concert film. It's a normal movie, and yeah, I think that when people comparing it to, like, people comparing Purple Rain to Hard Day's Night, that's a little too high of a claim because while Purple Rain certainly isn't a bad film, I think that they just and heart is in the right spot. Not everything that this movie has really succeeds well. You can tell how dated the movie actually is, and while it did receive some flack in '84, I mean, like, really the two main people that really gave this film a ton of credit were Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert. But yeah, I'm not with them, and I'm not with some of the people that hated this film. I'm in the middle, but my thumb's mostly up for this. It's pretty much the more polished, more layered version of Saturday Night Fever, except instead of guy wanting to be a dancer, guy wants to be a rock star. And as I said, there's more layers to it, and that's good. But you can really tell how dated this movie is and how messy some aspects of it are. Like, Prince's rivals in this, super duper cheesy. You can really tell that they were just simple dopey caricatures of potential people. Thought that the film it didn't quite juggle all of, like, the subplots. I mean, the subplots were good, but the film could have done a better job with presenting them in cohesive ways. So the movie deals with this kid who's played by Prince, and he's in this band called Revolution, just like Prince's actual band, and he really wants to be a famous rock star, and despite there being some friction in his band, and despite his musical rivals possibly getting the better of him, his parents, whom he still lives with, they have a really tumultuous relationship. His father's abusive, and yeah, the kid is also not really all that great with women. Although he's a really good looking dude, he does you can tell that some elements of his father is really creeping up on him. He doesn't want to be like his father, but he's ultimately becoming the thing that he hates the most, which is like his father. He does love his father, but the violent temper that his dad has, the kid really doesn't want any. He really doesn't want to be like that. But when he falls in love with this new backup singer, well, this new singer who's trying to make it big, named Apollonia, things just get more and more complicated with that. Now, yeah, that's a pretty good storyline, especially when Apollonia, like when she ends up there's the possibility of her being rivals with, like, being the singer for the Revolution's rivals. Yeah, I thought that it had a really good storyline to it, but The way that everything was presented was so corny and so over the top. Well, so some of it was over the top, some of it was under the top, and yeah, some like you could really tell how dated this movie is with things. I don't mind films that are from decades ago, as long as the things don't seem like it's a product solely of their time. Prince is an okay actor. The acting by most is quite good, but you do have some dopiness in it. It does feature a great opening when him and his band are playing "Let's Go Crazy." I love that song by Prince. And there's that very, very amazing scene of him actually singing the titular song. Amazing. But the movie, it features a little too much dopiness in between all the good scenes. Because the movie does have some good scenes, and it has some bad scenes. And the way that they try to mesh it together well, but it doesn't quite succeed. I do like this film, but I didn't quite love it like I did way back when, like when I first saw it. So I'm going to give Purple Rain from 1984 3 stars out of 4. Please subscribe.